Welcome back to part 3 of your class meeting course. I hope you enjoyed the video and were able to see some of the structure that goes into a class meeting. I also hope you saw the value in doing a class meeting. The students are engaged, they're excited, and they're having conversations that they might not normally have without this routine in their schedule. So let's look at the structure of a class meeting a little further. Please know that these 4 components are not rigid. I've been to a lot of different classes who conduct morning meeting, and they all add their own flair and do things a little differently because we have to respond to what works best for our class and for you. So the first component of a morning meeting is a morning message. And this is a message to all students about news, upcoming topics, upcoming things going on, and then even things about connections to academics or what your share is going to be during your class meeting. The next component is a greeting. Teachers and students get to greet each other by name, say good morning, and just acknowledge everyone who has come to school today. The next part is a share and activity. These are usually the students' favorite part of a morning meeting. A share is information and about important events in the lives of your students, and students are able to respond and ask questions to the students who shared. Activities are usually done every day in a typical face-to-face morning meeting, but I recommend you try to do it 1 to 2 times a week with your students virtually. And these are just a brief, lively activity that helps students practice social skills, and you can even include some academic skills. So for the rest of this part 3 video, I'm going to dive a little deeper into morning message and greeting. And then the last part of our video is going to be about share and activity. The goal of a morning message is for students to practice academic skills and build their sense of community by reading and discussing a daily message written by you, the teacher. Logistically, this can be done 2 ways. You can pre-record a video, maybe during the day before's planning period, and have students view it as they log on in the morning on your Google Classroom. Or you can display a PowerPoint or something similar into the actual Google Meet by sharing your screen. I pre-recorded a video of an example of a morning message that you can watch after this video. And then I also wanted to share with you an example of a PowerPoint slide that you can do. So this one says, Happy Thursday. Today, we are going to continue our exploration of our new Google Classroom. We will also introduce our school jobs today. Today, our share is going to be about your dream job. It says from Mrs. Smith and Mr. Harrison. So in this message, I summarize what we're going to do today and also what our share is going to be about. The goal for a greeting is to set a positive tone for the day, provide a sense of recognition and belonging, and also help children learn and use everyone's names. There are 2 ways you can do this virtually. One is by displaying a list of names in a random order and have the students go down that list and greet each other. Or you can rely on the students to choose to greet people that they see in their Google Meet until everyone has been greeted. There are a lot of easy ways to get this done. There are random name generators that you can use so that you can just create a list of students' names and then share that on your screen so that students see who they're going to be greeting. But then there's also really fun ways that we recommend that you have students greet each other. One way is a microwave, which is waving your little pinky finger in a tiny little wave and saying, Good morning, Sam. Another example of a fun greeting is by doing a rainbow wave where the students make a big kind of arch with their hands like a rainbow and say good morning to the next person. But I've created a website that shares a bunch of options for greeting. This is the end of part 3. The next video is going to be about the last 2 parts of a morning meeting.